Singing is scary for most people, and the reason why 91% of singers are not successful, because our culture doesn't teach us how to deal with the kind of fear that we actually experience when we attempt to sing, and all of the things that are connected to that. Now, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, you probably heard me mention that I believe that singing is one of the most spiritual things you can do and one of the most powerful things you can do if you're just trying to be a better person on this planet. I know I myself am still working at it diligently. I thought that today would be a really awesome opportunity to take a moment and talk about how we can actually deal with this fear. And I want to get more specific with the kind of fear that I'm talking about. Probably to some of you this will be obvious, the first kind. It's fear of failure. Well, what does failure mean in the eyes of a singer? It means, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get up and everyone's gonna think I suck. It's gonna be bad, or no one's going to like me. So these tie into rejection, which is a big issue for most people on some level. Like, nobody wants to get up and look stupid, right? We don't want that. So what do I do about it? Oh, I better go to a voice coach, they can fix me. Right away, I'm already believing something about myself. I'm believing that I need to be fixed. So I'm already setting myself up for feeling less than and giving my power away. And I'm sharing this because I really want people to understand that if you do this work, it's going to make training easier. Some of us still do need training, right? But if you can get the mental and emotional, or like I say, the mind, soul part looked after first, or at least in a place where you don't feel completely stripped down, naked, and traumatized by looking at this stuff when you're trying to sing. B, if you can get in a place where you're like, okay, I'm willing to look at that, then that's awesome. Because really, there's really no such thing as failure. All failure's doing is saying, oh, don't go that way. So it's helping you clarify your journey. And it's actually an essential part of learning how to sing. So you have to be willing to allow yourself to actually fail. And I put that in quotes because I really don't believe in it anymore. This isn't something where you just reach a certain level and you'll never be nervous or you'll never, no, it's a muscle, and the more you do it, the easier it gets and the more empowered you feel as you learn how to have more command over your mind, to actually get your mind to do what you want it to instead of defaulting into confusion or chaos or, you know, going crazy with your what if this happens, what if that, what if they hate me, what if this. We're talking about fear of failure, and I'm really trying to dissect it and help you understand that there really is no such thing as failure. But if you actually do go out and you sing and you hit a few bad notes, or you know, you don't sound as good as you wanted to and you listen back, or maybe you even had a lesson and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so bad, I can't believe I did so bad. Get over it. It's part of the process. If you're in a math class and you made a few mistakes, would you go, oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot? Or would you just go, oh, like, duh, just made a mistake? Give yourself a chance to rewire. If you're working with me, I'm someone that's going to not only help the muscles in your voice, like your vocal folds, shift and do things that they couldn't do before, but I'm also going to help your brain do things that it might not have been doing. And that's a little bit different and sometimes difficult for people at first to get used to. So cut yourself some slack, but if you're patient enough to really work through those areas and get your nervous system showing up the way you want it to, and get your, you know, your mental and emotional state like the way you want it to, and then realize, oh, I don't even have to control myself, then you're really onto something awesome. And that's what this is about, through your breath. So take a breath with me. Yeah, and just exhale. And just feel that, and put no pressure on yourself to be anything other than you. because there really is only one of you, and nobody on this planet has a voice like yours. You can't argue with that. It's a scientific fact. Just like nobody has your thumbprint, no one has your mental and emotional and energetic essence other than you. And when you sing, that's the awesomeness that bleeds through, and that's the awesomeness that we feel and experience. And so just honor it and allow it. Now, of course, there's a part 2 to this that's equally as important. I talked about fear of failure, and we dissected it and realized that actually there's really no such thing as failure. The failure is actually just an awesome thing that's going to point us in the right direction, as long as we keep going and do what I call the see and chase, which is commit to the creation. I'm committed to my creation of me and my voice. So now that I've decided to commit, even if I hit a wall and if I sound bad, I'm just going to keep going, but I'm going to create new things in my nervous system to allow me new results. Well, what is the second biggest type of fear that we can experience? It's fear of success. Now, maybe to some people they're like, yeah, I totally know what you mean, but let's go a little deeper with this. So what is success? Well, first off, success might look like, wow, everybody loves my music. Lots of people are buying my music. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people love me on Instagram, and now I'm famous. Oh, crap. So then what happens? Well, now I'm even more accountable to show up and to create and to maintain whatever image I've created on my internet. And it gets scarier for most people as they get better and better or rise higher and higher, right? You've heard the saying, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, or the higher you rise, right? The further you have to fall. And that's scary for people to think about. Now that I've probably traumatized you, let's go a little deeper with this. This technique allows you to just feel everything that you're feeling. So it's easy to go, oh, I'm really scared of failure, or I'm really scared of success. And then kind of make ourselves feel bad because we know we're not supposed to be afraid and we should just do it and be brave. But I don't want to be brave. This is scary. I don't want to look stupid. Okay, I don't. What do I do? Well, if you can relate to anything I've shared, just take a breath with me. And exhale. And allow yourself to just feel where your butt is sitting on your chair, or if you're standing, get into your feet, get in your body, and notice where you feel the discomfort. Breathe in again. Just imagine yourself being really famous. You've been working all this time. You think, I want that, I want that. Well, you might want it on one level, but there might be another part of you that doesn't want it, or you would have had it by now. If you think about the law of attraction and you really understand what that vibration, what that means, if you're at the vibration that you want to create, boom, you'll create it. That's how our universe is. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I think it sounds crazy, then just go read Esther and Jerry Hicks' Law of Attraction or something, and that will help. But I'm just assuming that most people might have heard something like that, and it's just a universal law, just like gravity. This is really important to understand as a singer, because as a singer, you're working with energy. You're actually, sending out a vibration, which is you, through the power of your voice. You're actually sending that out into the world. Isn't that neat to think about? Whoa, is that scary? It's cool. It's awesome. It's you. You know you want to do it. So why are you scared? Why are you scared of the success? Well, let me ask you this. Do you allow yourself to be fully loved and received? And do you fully love and receive yourself? Or are there still parts of you that might be scared to be loved? I know for me there are. There are parts of me that I feel like I need to hide because I'm like, I don't want people to know about this stuff. And I'm not saying you have to tell the whole world everything. But what I am saying is the more comfortable you get with actually, this is what I call the divine feminine energy, or receiving, the more easy it will be for you to actually expand and receive more of who you are. Because a singer, S.I.N.G.E.R, to be a singer means to soulfully interpret the now, giving energy received. That's right, giving energy received. So it goes both ways. You're not just spouting out all the stuff coming out of your mouth and hoping everyone will like it, but there's actually a receptive part of you that needs to be in alignment for that awesome exchange to happen in a balanced way that will allow you to feel empowered.
Like, share, and follow for more.